Hello and welcome to Into the Deep podcast, a space where we are tuning in to the depth and truth of our souls. I'm your host, Boryana Grace, Energy Mastery and Spiritual Business Mentor. In today's episode, I'm talking about the deeper meaning of healing and the power of being held at your most high. I share my personal journey and how my profound breakthrough changed how I guide my clients over the years. I know the high and the low. I know social proof and status and dark nights of the soul. I got lost and found myself again and again, many times. I had mentors who supported me and those who hated me. I've learned all I know today through my own experience and through supporting other people's journey, besides all my certifications and master degrees. Being held in a pure, pristine, sacred space is what I value the most on the personal development and spiritual awakening path. How this makes a difference. When I was held in my deepest pain and my highest joy by some of my mentors who have done their inner work and cleaned their internal space, I felt safe and secure. I felt there was space for me. My experience have been held, my emotions, my crazy thoughts, my doubts, my fears. Everything I have ever been afraid to see and acknowledge, and everything I have been afraid to show and express has been held. There was no judgment, no rejection, only pure love and acceptance. It was when I had all the space to fall apart and come together again. They could hold my pain without taking it over them or trying to convince me not to be in pain. Full radical acceptance, pure presence, deep opening from the heart. I have learned a new pure way of holding myself through everything when I have been shown what it is to be held. Being held in such space softened everything in me, melted all my defenses, and opened myself for myself in a way that I can be present for all of me and see myself clearly. This is the space where deep healing happens. It is rare to have these levels of support, and it is rare to be held and seen at that level. Holding such a pristine, clean space is possible when you have done deep healing on all levels and expanded your consciousness and quality of presence. This part of my journey was great and important learning, and at one point it felt limiting. It felt like there should be something more. I felt myself in the limitations of healing and more healing that didn't expand my experience of myself, and I actually started to recreate past experiences because I was so focused on the past. I sincerely believed at that time that I needed to go to the bottom, the most profound depth, to see myself so clearly so I could guide my clients and hold everything they experience. That was the truth. And yet, I needed to find a new perspective that felt expansive. After being trained in many different modalities for years, experiencing it myself, and guiding my clients through all of this, there was something that I was missing. I was not clear what it would look like. What I knew so far was the longer path through exploring all my emotions and blockages in my energetic bodies. I was so devoted to healing the past, and I deeply believed this was the path. Then I stumbled upon a book by Tosha Silver. I experienced a huge breakthrough and an instant shift of perspective that put an end to all the seeking. This instant profound experience completely shifted my perspective from inside out. Up to this point, everything I have done more or less felt like something that has happened to me and I needed to fix it. It was a deep experience in a moment that opened my heart in a very new way. I experienced myself as one with divine, a presence in me that knows more than I could even imagine. I began to ask myself, if I'm one with the divine already, what's the point of all the healing? Although I knew the answer at some level, now my understanding came from a completely new level of experience. The whole path of healing got a new meaning of coming back to the wholeness and purity of who we truly are. My work changed immediately. I began to expand my clients' perspective and experience through the eyes of the higher self, to regain their power from all past experiences and to receive the gifts of the past. All past experiences in current and past lives hold gifts that we are called to see, embrace, and unpack. Every experience has a gift when we see it through the eyes of our true selves and shift our perspective, but also our whole experience through our body in the now. This is the part of integration. It is a delusion if we leave all the inner work outside the body. We get to integrate all the pieces in this physical body in the now. In shamanic tradition, it is called soul retrieval, when all the pieces of our soul come together in the now. That's why we often call the process of healing becoming whole. This is what is happening on an energetic level, on a soul level. From this level of depth and profound experience of ourselves, we are coming back to our inner power, to our inner knowing, and we begin to lead ourselves in our human life with depth, with certainty, and with confidence. Before this profound breakthrough, I have done a lot of inner work and healing, and nothing led me to this experience of oneness with my true self, with divine, and with the reality I was creating moment to moment. It was the beginning of a new way of experiencing myself and seeing and guiding my clients. There is nothing to be fixed. There is dormant truth that needs to be revealed and activated. My work transitioned to healing by elevating them to a higher perspective and creating a whole new experience grounded in the body. I began guiding them to recreate the entire energetic grid that they had experienced. It was a life-changing paradigm for me and my work. Nothing is outside of us, and everything we get to do is to raise our capacity to live in harmony with our inner divine. It became an active experience in the now, not a dream for the future, no more seeking. I started actively trusting the divine every step of the way, moment to moment. I have already experienced this and allow it only in my sessions so far. I trusted the divine to bring the solution, to show me the way, to lead me to the right person. I began to offer to the divine what I didn't know how to solve. Instead of feeling lost or worried about the solution, I was choosing to relax and trust the best solution will be delivered. I was asking questions that I truly, deeply desired to get answers. And the answers were coming in every possible way, through a person, invitation, book, note, post, all the ways. I was devoted in how I let myself to see through the eyes of love, speak through love, move as love. It was not a smooth journey. Of course, I had moments and periods of dropping from grace. It happens. But once I have this deep connection, or better say, this profound experience of who I am at my core, there's always this experience of being held. Then it is easy to come back to the truth within, to ask for guidance and receive it in a pure potency. It is even more fun because the highest potency answer is always coming when I come to a pure question. The other part of the game was learning to listen and follow that guidance. So many things are happening outside of us that we need to cultivate a good level of discernment and healthy boundaries to let in only what is pure, in pure alignment with who we truly are. But first, we need to meet and integrate all that we are in the eternal now. Having support that holds the depth and the height of all that you are is priceless. Being held in all that you are, your flawed, imperfect human self, and your most expanded divine self, but also being seen in the purest and the truth of who you are at your essence. Only by having this level of support do we really get the difference. Not that we need this external validation to know who we truly are. It is more of being held to see and expand ourselves in this elevated and expanded truth of who we are, that doesn't bypass our human experience but embrace it, that doesn't lead us to see our best as something that is somewhere outside of us, but to activate and fully embody and ground it in the body, in the now, from within. In such space, we are called out to show our beauty and light, and we feel more of who we truly are. And all that happens in our life becomes an evidence of who we feel and know we are at our core, our most purest and highest expression of who we are. Thank you so much for being here with me today If you desire to go deeper, I'll be truly honored to support you on this journey. You can directly message me through my Instagram account or my personal page. I'll put all the links in the bio. If you feel inspired or activated, spread the magic and share with family and friends. It means a world to me. I love you. Till the next time.